before, and if you're brand new, then thank you so much for joining us. We hope you will consider sticking around and checking out all of our future videos.
Absolutely.
Today is a review.
Yes, yeah.
I'm really excited about this one.
Well, yeah, I am.
Okay, so you'll know from the title, but we are reviewing Mama Melrose in Hollywood Studio.
We are, yes.
We have set out our categories in our previous video, which was a review of
Polite Pig.
Polite Pig.
Yeah.
I will leave it linked just up there. I have no idea what I'm doing. So the categories are, Jonathan?
Atmosphere, location, food quality, customer service, and theming.
And price.
And price.
So those are our categories.
Yeah.
So in case you guys don't know, we'll explain a little bit of what Mama Melrose is. But it is an Italian themed restaurant.
Yes, yeah.
And it is in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. We picked it to give a bit of sort of background. So obviously when you're picking up your picking your restaurant, you obviously see what park you in, and we was in studios that day, and we already done on our previous trip the 50s prime time, so we thought we'd give Mama Melrose a try.
Yeah, personally I'd only heard bad things about Mama Melrose. In all honesty, I think I'd only heard the Diz talk about it. I'm not sure I looked at reviews anywhere else, but they don't like it. And so we chose this one because we didn't fancy, what is the car one called? Whatever the car restaurant is.
Sci-fi dining?
Yes. Yeah. Well, the sci-fi dining. Yeah. We didn't fancy that one.
We're not really sci-fi people, are we?
No.
So I think we kept away from that one. We'd done 50 prime times last time, and that was nice, but we wanted something different. And there's not too many options in studios. So I
think there's more than we think there is, but we wanted to give this one a go.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, on that, it was the least one that we were looking forward to was all the ones that we booked.
Yeah.
So I remember me and Fee okay, we give it a go, but it's not going to be great. Because
we nearly swapped it as well. I think we booked this one intending to swap it, and then we just didn't. Yeah. Let's go straight in. I don't know where this is. Let's go straight into location.
Absolutely, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Mama Melrose is a little bit hidden away.
Yeah, by the Muppets.
It's near the, I think, is it the town square? Is that called the town square there? Up by the Muppets 3D show and Pizza Rizzo as well, I think.
On the corner, yeah. By a mountain snowman.
There's a mountain snowman. I have a picture with that. Do we know where that is?
Yeah, maybe somewhere.
If I can find it, I'll insert it there.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit hidden away. I don't even think we knew it was there the first trip.
I think we walked past it, but
well, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
We walked past it. I don't think we clocked it as a restaurant.
No, probably not. So, yeah, it is a bit hidden that way, but that ain't a bad thing if you know where you're heading towards the Muppet, and it is a bit out of the way, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah.
So location wise, I think any of the restaurants in any of the parks it's not going to be bad. So we've scored each of these categories, and I went with a 3 because it's not right in the middle of like the main Hollywood Studios area. It's not really in an area that we tend to go.
No.
But it's Hollywood Studios still.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it mattered because it is out of the way, but if you know you were heading towards there, well, you're heading towards there. So I gave it 3.5 because it is out of the way, but it doesn't matter massively.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
Moving on. Do you want to start?
No, you go.
Okay, so I thought it was nice, but when we were there, especially, I don't know if it's like this every time, but when we were there were a lot of birthdays.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of large groups. We were unlucky enough to be sat like in a...
We were in like a corridor.
Yeah, so we had a lot of foot traffic where we were, so it just feels a bit hectic.
It's not like you're included, for us it wasn't, because we were, and all of this might just be our placement, but you weren't involved in all of the atmosphere of, the main dining area, but you also weren't on a private little table on your own.
No.
For like a romantic kind of atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, it did have kind of a fun family kind of feel about it.
Well, that's it. I think that's what we were aiming towards, because Italian restaurants are like an Italian family, are very noisy and chatty and you know, noisy in big large groups and that. So I think maybe that's what they'll go and go for. So it ain't a bad thing, it's just an observation that we went, yeah, we were unlucky to have not the best table, but you know what, it didn't matter really, but yeah, it did feel very hustle and bustle, if you like.
Yeah, so considering all of those things, I gave it a 4. I think being just the two of us, it maybe wasn't the best seating for us.
Yeah.
However, the atmosphere itself, you know, is good for kids, it's good for groups, it's good for families.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree. I also gave it a 4. I completely agree. It wasn't the best table, and that will maybe put a bit of damper on first. But like I said, the atmosphere of hustle and bustle is probably what you're going for, because that's Italian restaurant type. So yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was bad, hence why I give it a 4.
So the next category is food quality.
Yes.
We were both really pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, like we just said, I wasn't overly looking forward to this restaurant, because obviously before you go you research it and everyone was saying how bad it was and blah blah blah. It just proves to me that you got to give everyone a chance at least once, because I had a steak and some pasta sort of type, and it was very 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 nice, really nice steak. I can't complain about it. It was a really nice meal.
Yeah, I agree. I think the food quality was surprisingly good considering my expectations. We did have one negative, however, and that was that I like dessert. Like, I would have a dessert over a starter. I know you're probably the opposite. And would have a starter over a dessert. But there was one option for me that, and I'm not fussy, there was one option that I thought, okay, yeah, that'll be nice. Out of 4 or 5?
Your dessert, yeah, I understand that, but again, that could be Italian restaurant that they're trying to keep towards that, and it was just not a taste. You know, it wasn't bad. It was what you had, and what I had was nice, but it wasn't just our cup of tea really.
Yeah.
For our dessert, my main was certainly delicious, so I can't fault my dessert, my main at all.
Yeah, so on food quality, knocking it down just slightly was the dessert option, so I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you said on dessert, but my main was so nice I had to go with 5. So, yeah, next one.
Customer service. We've got a little bit, you know, this is where Mama Melrose for me fell down. We're used to good customer service, and even just fine customer service. The customer service from the server was great. She was lovely. Oh,
absolutely, yeah. Like we said before, in other reviews we've done, I don't think you can get bad customer service in America. I just don't think you can get better than other ones. It's not bad, it's just a different level of goodness, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe this doesn't even go in this category. However, we had made our reservations, how many months out? Whatever it is, out. 80 days out. And we turned up just before our reservation, because that's what you're supposed to do. And we were told, no, your table's not ready, wait. So they didn't give us a buzzer or anything like that.
No.
They expected us to call them.
Well, they asked for our mobile phone number and they text us when our table was ready.
Which is great if you've got your mobile phone turned on, because lots of us from the UK wouldn't.
No, I mean, I was lucky enough to be on a certain phone plan that I could use my phone, but of someone else that might not be on that plan, it might cost them a lot of money to receive that text.
Yeah, the waiting area for Mama Melrose is not huge. We were there when it was very, very busy. We were there early, I think it was about 6:45, because we wanted, obviously, to watch Fantasmic. So it was busy. However, we'd made a reservation, and I'm happy waiting. We waited at some restaurants, but we waited for over, it must have been nearing 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was at least 40-45 minutes. And I know you were busy and people get busy and that, and it didn't, like I said, it didn't really matter to us because we had plenty of time to get eaten and get to Fantasmic. But a different circumstance, it might have been someone caused a problem if you think about an hour for dinner. and I go and do a fast pass or a show or whatever you got planned, then that 45 minutes running late could cause a problem.
Yeah.
Having said that, you know, you get busy and you can't do a lot about it, you just go with it. It's just an observation where it wasn't quite...
It just, if we'd have left, or if we'd have not done a ride, or we'd have been late for an attraction or a fast pass because of that, I know how mad I'd have been.
Yeah.
And if you've got small children or regular sized children, any kind of, or you're hungry and you expect your dinner at 6:45 and you haven't eaten since 11,
yeah,
and you're starving, and then you're waiting, I mean, it's nearly another hour.
Yeah, I mean, but things get busy and they were turning people away that didn't have reservations.
Yeah,
so yeah, for me, okay, you got to wait, it is what it is, you can't do a lot about that. I think for me, I was quite surprised that they asked you for a mobile rather than using a buzzer like in other restaurants. Like, yeah, I guess, for example, you get a parking, it goes off when you're ready. So I was surprised that they didn't do something similar to that, rather than, because like I say, it didn't matter to us, it really didn't matter to us, but on other people that haven't got their mobile phones from the UK,
yeah, it
could be a problem.
It's just something for you guys to take into account if you're planning on eating there, and it's going to be I mean, we were there for a busy time of year, we just were.
Yeah.
But...
So, you know, perhaps they have and they ran out, or whatever the reason was, it was just an observation. It certainly didn't ruin it for us.
No.
So it was just an observation, and if that's customer service, I don't know, because our server, when she did, you know, when we did sort of got seated, and she was fantastic, and she certainly looked after us. So it was just the initial part that we had better elsewhere.
Yeah, so I just want to, like, that was a long waffle there, yeah, but I feel like it was needed because I only gave it a 2.
Okay.
These scores are all out of 5. Right?
I gave it a slightly better now. I gave 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, I just thought you was a bit more lenient with it.
I'm just considering all of the other people that, like, because you're right, for us it doesn't matter, but for other people, all of those that might completely ruin your day.
I completely agree. Yeah, I completely agree. Okay, theming next.
Well, John has to start.
Well,
John has to start.
I think the theming is, as you would expect an Italian restaurant to be. If you guys from UK, Frankie & Benny's is exactly what that is like.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know, it's the pictures on the wall, the family, the you know, Italian sort of atmosphere and stuff on the wall, and how much they make a big deal of someone's birthday. And in Frankie & Benny's in England, you know, they play happy birthday and they all clap, and that's very similar to this one. Mm-hmm. So I think, yeah, if you know what Frankie & Benny's is in the UK, well, that's what that is, I think.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add.
I think it's hit the nail on the head with that one, really. So yeah, good theming. I have absolutely, you get what you think you'll get from theming on that one.
Yeah, so I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4.5. Okay, twice.
Yeah, so kind of like the value for money, sort of.
Yeah.
So their entrees range from $18, John's steak was $33, and this, if you're on the dining plan, is 1 table service.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good value for money. I don't know if it's necessarily worth, if you're trying to get the most out of your dining plan, I don't know that this is it, but we don't do that. We just eat where we would like to eat and eat what we would like to eat. Absolutely,
yeah, I completely agree. To get the most out of your dining plan, you probably want to be going somewhere else to get your money's worth out of that, if that bothers you. It's not something that we think about. It's something that we do a dining plan, so we don't have to think about that, taking that money, or budgeting that money per day. Mm-hmm. We paid it, we forgot about it, it's done. That's how you saw it. So I think, I mean, what, $100 roughly to pay for a meal is better for us to have it on a dining plan than to think, oh, I'll find $100 for a meal.
But do you think it's value for money?
So I think for what we had, I think absolutely is value for money. Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good value. You're going to be full when you leave. The food's pretty good quality, you know? Yeah, I would think so.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what do you return?
Well, we didn't get a score on that one. So mine was 4 out of 5 on that.
Mine was also 4.
So would I return? Yes, I would, because I enjoyed it more, I think, than 50 prime time. And I know you slightly different, but I really enjoyed the food, and the slightly negative parts of what we said, I didn't think it overly mattered. So I really enjoyed my food, and I think that all that mattered. So yes, I would return.
See, I would say no. I wouldn't return because I don't know. Comparing food to food for Prime Time and Mama Melrose, they were too far apart for me to compare them. But with 50s Prime Time, I felt like I was getting an experience, and with Mama Melrose, I was getting kind of Frankie and Benny's. So for something that I can't do anywhere else, and I think I preferred 50s Prime Time. So was I choosing, I would not choose Mama Melrose. Okay, so your overall rating out of 5 is? Well, we worked it out fairly because we obviously scored each category and then got the average. Yep. So my average is 3.5, and I feel like that's right for me actually. I liked it well enough.
Yeah, well mine 4 out of 5. So I'm on a higher side in that, and I liked it. It wasn't the best restaurant I've ever at, but it certainly wasn't the worst. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well enough.
So if you guys have eaten at Mama Melrose and whether you've liked it or not, please let us know down below in the comments. And if you have, what was your favourite thing that you had there?
Absolutely, yeah, interesting.
If you haven't, then what's your favourite restaurant in Hollywood Studios? Because that also really interests me.
We struggled with that because, like I said, with Mama Melrose and 50 Prime Time, there wasn't too many options if you didn't want a sci-fi dining. So yeah, let us know. And
thank you so much for watching our video, and we hope that you will stick around, and we'll see you next time.
See you. Take care. See you soon.
Bye.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite road.